Alright, so if you're watching this, you are probably a new photographer, you're wanting to do photography full time, but you're struggling to get new clients. In this video, I'm going to be giving you 5 ways you can get more clients, start earning money, keep the lights on and go full time with photography. Let's get into it. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Connor Wells. I am a freelance photographer, videographer and podcast producer, and I make videos about those 3 subjects every single week. So if that's something you're into, consider subscribing. Before I get into the first tip, these are all things that I've done to go full-time in photography. Backstory to me, I quit my day job the day before lockdown to pursue photography, videography, editing and living that creative life full-time. I struggled for the first 2 months until I realised I was not doing these 5 things. So let's get into tip number 1. Tip number 1 is find your niche. Start by identifying an area in photography that you are super passionate about. Whether it's weddings, landscapes, fashion, or any other genre, focus on a niche that will help you establish yourself as an expert. If you love weddings, love shooting couples, maybe market yourself as a wedding photographer. Whatever town or area you live in, market yourself as the blank wedding photographer. You want to market yourself as the go-to person in a specific type of photography. So you want to be known as the go-to person for food photography, the go-to person for live music or newborn maternity photography. If you are starting out, in my personal opinion, I tried a lot of different types of photography. I took every job under the sun so I can get that experience and figure out what I like. Tip number 2 is you want to build yourself a strong portfolio. And I don't mean just adding every single image that you've ever taken from every shoot onto your website in a random collection. A strong portfolio means only the best photos, your best work that goes on your website. Your portfolio is your visual resume, so make sure it showcases your best work. Only showcase images that are going to showcase your skill and expertise in your specific niche. So if you're currently building your wedding photography website, don't start putting random food pictures on there. Unless it's just the bride and groom smashing cake into each other's face, then yeah, we'll probably let that one off. Here's a little mini tip within this tip. This is something that I do and I found works super helpful. Let's say 1 month I do 10 or 12 shoots. What I'll do is when I've edited and exported those photos, I'll go in and choose maybe 1 or 2 of the photos from each shoot and put them into a little folder, and at the end of the month I'll add them to my portfolio. Granted, I may not add all of them. I may get to the end of the month and get ready to update my portfolio because I update it regularly. I might get to that stage where I'm like, right, it's time to update my portfolio. I go into that folder of the best photos from that month. I might not upload all of them because I might look back and think, you know what, there's better shots in there. Let's leave that one for now. That's going to save you so much time than looking through all your hard drives and your Lightroom library to go and find some good photos to update into your portfolio. Tip number 3 is develop a strong personal brand. Establishing a strong personal brand is crucial for success in a photography business. Define your unique style and voice by expressing it through social media and on your website as well. Make sure your branding is consistent on social media. That's very important. This will help you stand out and attract your target audience. If you tailor your brand to target everybody, you're going to get nobody. You need to target specifically the customers that you're wanting to get. Tip number 4, this is my favorite: network and collaborate. Networking is absolutely essential for growing your photography business. Here's 2 things that I like to do on a regular basis. I keep an eye out for regular occurring networking events in my area and I make sure that I attend them and actually talk to people. Don't just stand there in the back of the room hoping that someone's going to come over and talk to you. You need to make the effort. Have like your sales pitch ready. Have your elevator pitch ready. If you don't know what elevator pitch is, it means how long is an elevator ride? 30 seconds. Make sure you have what you want to say there and ready to say in about 30 seconds. The second thing I do is attend industry events. I do quite a few things. So I do photography, video work and podcast production. So just last week I went to the podcast show in London and I met a whole bunch of amazing podcasters. Some of them are going to be guests on my own podcast called the Creative Caffeine Podcast. You can check it out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and also on YouTube in the card up there. I also met a whole bunch of brands that I'm going to be working with and collaborating with. Collaborate with models, makeup artists, stylists, and other professionals to expand your network. You know what they say, your network is your net worth. If you've enjoyed this video so far and gotten some value from it, it would absolutely mean the world to me if you hit that subscribe button and turn notification bells on, as I love making these weekly videos for you and it really does help the channel. Tip number 5 is master social media. Now, I don't mean you need to learn and study how to grow to 1 million followers overnight, because that's impossible. But in today's digital age, having a strong online presence for your business is absolutely vital for it to grow. Keep up with trends and learn marketing strategies so you can help you grow your photography business. For example, I know not everybody loves it, but posting Instagram reels of your work. I've got my Instagram strategy, which works really well for me, and not just gets me reach and gets me out there and also in front of the camera, but it also gets me work as well. If you don't post your work, you're not going to get work. So many people will start a photography business or buy a camera and post a couple of photos 1 month and not post anything for another month, and then wonder why they're not getting clients. You need to be regular on social media. I'm not saying that you need to post every day, but try and hold yourself accountable to be posting, let's say, once a week, or if you can, 3 times a week. Utilize social media platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. You can do this by showcasing your work, engaging with your audience. By posting your work, you'll attract potential clients. And also, if you have a website, now you should have a website because your social media isn't your portfolio. If you want to run a photography business, you need to have a professional website. So understand the basics of SEO, search engine optimization. Make sure your website homepage specifically is SEO optimized. That can improve your website's visibility and can also drive organic traffic. So I hope these tips help you. These are all things that I followed when I was starting my photography business, and I still follow these tips today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a share with someone you think could benefit from it. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video right over here.